anybody and everybody, the average Joe on the street, their bourbon whiskey journey, if it involves Maker's Mark, it's going to be hit or miss. Like, not everybody's going to like Maker's Mark, the OG, the original release. And that's fine because nothing's for everybody. Yep. You know, some people start with Jack Daniels and then they try anything else and they're like, you know what? This is way better. Jack Daniels is trash. Some people feel that way, myself included, about Maker's Mark. That said, years ago, we tried the old 46, the number 46.
Number 46, yep.
The French oaked, and by golly, that changed. It made a believer out of me.
And then we had the cask strength.
And then we had the cask strength version of that number 46. And it made a believer out of me.
The angels sang.
The angel. And so I've shut my mouth when it comes to any given distillery's base offering, because that's what it is. It's just their base offering. It's meant to be a mixer. Maybe it's meant to be an introduction as to what it is that their distillery does or has or whatever. It's not indicative of any of their upper tiers.
Sure.
What we have here is a cask strength. It's a single barrel. It's a barrel pick. That's what this means right here. You see private selection. That's a barrel pick, and this one is back to back. That means it was picked in celebration of the Chiefs winning back to back Super Bowls.
We're gonna get into that
on this episode
of Savor the Burn.
Now, wah! Hello, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems to the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. Across the barrels from me is who? W2. How do you do?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Doing all right. You know what? I'm to what you said in the intro.
Yeah.
There was definitely a time that I just could not find a bone in my body to get excited about Maker's Mark.
Right.
Because of past experiences.
You want to? They have cool bottles.
Yes.
Look at that red wax dip. Come on.
However,
what's not cool about that?
As we've had the opportunity to get past their base offering into the number 46, the number 46 cask strength, some other barrel picks. I have done a private selection from the Elms Hotel. And I wanted to buy a bottle, but as they figured out what it was going to cost, they took what it was per ounce and multiplied that by how many ounces are in a bottle, and it ended up being a $280 bottle. I'm like,
no thanks, no thanks.
You are the Elms, high as a kite.
Is the Elms the hotel where the new Chiefs themed steakhouse is? What is it, 1587, the Mahomes and Kelsey, I think it's 87.
I know what you're talking about, but I have no idea.
It's been on the news.
I haven't paid attention as to where that's actually looked like.
That's fine.
I thought that was in downtown Kansas City.
Yeah.
The Elms is not.
It's not? Okay, so then I'm way off. Sorry.
No.
I don't frequent 4-star hotels and restaurants, so I don't know. What do I know? Anyway, so back to it. Yes, I said a lot of things there in that intro.
The Elms is in Excelsior Springs.
Yeah, I was way off. So, yes, I did say a lot of things in that intro, but that was hopefully to steer you in the direction that we are going to go. This is a private selection.
So this is a bottle that I believe I was on my way. It wasn't a Burn the Gates show night, but and I forget what show it was, but we were meeting up for a show. I don't even remember what show it was because I got this last fall. So I have been sitting on it, or maybe it was earlier this year. But anyway, I was a little early, so going down through Westport, I swung into Mike's right there on 43rd. Just off of Westport Road, and looking around to see if they had anything. They got a great allocation room. I don't remember what was all in there at the time, but got talking with the guy, and they were pimping hard their barrel pick that they had just gotten in of this one. And it was reasonably priced. I think it was like $55. And so I'm like, you know what? Sure, let's give it a try. So I've been sitting on it for a little bit. This is, it's going to take a little while to dig through that wax a little bit, so I'm just going to take off reading a little bit about this. But yeah, this is their private selection, which is their barrel pick program that they have. And so this one is the Maker's Mark Private Selection Champs 57. It is number 207 of 246. Ugh. So 246 bottles came with this. So to me, that tells me this is not cask strength, but it does come in at 110.9 proof. Okay. Maker's Mark is in Kentucky. This is Maker's Mark. There is no age statement on this one. Like I said, this comes in at 110.9 proof. And I'm going to pause so you can give us a bottle.
Let's see how this turns out. Give us something, Maker's Mark. Sorry. That was the wax that popped off the topper. You know, for those of you audio only, and you were like, "Well, what the hell just happened?" Here we go. Oh, thank you.
Yes,
thank you. And natural cork.
That's a natural cork.
Yeah. See how it kind of.
I love it.
See how it kind of tapers outward there towards the bottom of it. That's probably what happened.
So I'm going to read a little bit, and then I'm going to come back to some of the great details about this one. This should be a very special bottle, as with, I think, all of their private selections, because their private selections is not to just come in and pick a barrel. You actually get to customize what this is going to be.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Maker's Mark Private Selection is a first of its kind barrel program. It allows our retail or restaurant partners to purchase a barrel and explore their own taste visions of Maker's Mark, much in the way our past and present makers distillers defined theirs. Find your favorite by trying unique expressions of Maker's Mark Private Selection at your favorite establishments. First, Maker's Mark Private Selection offers a new customized take on the Maker's Mark 46 process and begins with cask strength Maker's Mark as the base.
Really? So this is, okay.
The base is a cask strength.
And it's in the 46 process.
Hang on. I'm not done. That's step one. And I've got 4 steps to read here. Second, each barrel is specially fitted with 10 wood finishing staves in our limestone cellar and aged for an additional 9 weeks. Third, where Private Selection separates itself from Maker's Mark 46 is barrel customization using 5 different stave types. This results in over 1,001 different possible combinations. And I will get back to that one in a second. And then fourth, as single barrel bourbons, all expressions of Maker's Mark's Private Selection are bottled at cask strength. So it is cask strength, okay, which range from 107 to 114 proof. And like I said, this one comes in at 110.9 proof. So back to that customization and those finishing staves. This one, part of the Private Selection process is you get to pick the combination of staves. There's 10 staves you get to pick that you want to put in the barrel to finish this off.
Okay.
And this particular barrel finish is finished with 1 Baked American Pure 2, whatever Baked American Pure 2 means, 5 Seared French Cuvier, 1 Maker's Mark 46, and 3 Toasted French Spice.
Okay.
So those are the names of the different stave types. And so just to back up a little bit, for those who don't know, the Maker's Mark number 46 line, that name of that one comes from the French oak used for those barrels is in their catalog is listed as number 46. It's stave number 46, which is a French oak. And what they do with that, if I understand this correctly, the finishing barrel, it's done, the aging process is done, they dump this into another barrel, and then they put, I don't think they build a barrel for this. I believe they take the staves and they put them inside the barrel. So you actually have 10 additional staves floating inside the barrel. And those staves consist of 10 that you pick how many of which kind. So they give you all these different types of these 5 different categories of staves, and you get to select what is the combination. And so they picked 1 Baked American Pure 2, 5 Seared French Cuvier, 1 Maker's Mark 46, and 3 Toasted French Spice. So I think that's really cool. That makes this a very, very customized. and like it says, if you do the math on that, it really lends itself to 1,001 different possible flavor profiles.
And I'm not good at math, but I like to follow its lead though and find out what So he listed all the stave combinations,
and they're right there on the label.
But over here on the label, it lists each stave. And it lists what you can expect from each one.
Please do.
Okay. So stave profiles is what it says here. Baked American pure, you can expect vanilla, honey, and bright fruit. Seared French Cuvier, you can expect creamy, whatever that means, toasted caramel, and almond. Let's see here.
It's probably smooth.
Smooth, creamy, bold. Where am I here? Maker's Mark 46. You can expect dried fruit, baking spices, and caramel, however you want to pronounce it. The roasted French mendiant. Hopefully, I'm not mispronouncing that. But they chose 0 for this one here. But it's available to put in there. Roasted French mediant, milk chocolate, coffee, and dried fruit. How could you not do that one? All right, and the toasted French.
I'll take 5 of those.
Right. The toasted French spice is clove, ripe fruit, and orange peel.
Okay.
So, like you said, toasted French spice, there's 3.
Yeah.
Roasted French mediant, 0. Maker's 46, 1. Seared French Cuvier, 5. And baked American pure, there's 1.
And the name of this pick that I wrote down in my notes here, I just put Champs 57, but there is more than that.
Champs 57 is the headline here. Back to back. BRBN sweets. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
If anybody knows, please
back to
let
back
us know.
is referring to the back-to-back Super Bowl wins.
Yeah. So somebody was having a good
Kansas
time.
City Chiefs.
It's a celebratory barrel. They wanted to check it out. Let me grab my notepad here so I can write down sniffer notes.
I'm getting a little coffee.
That's wild. They didn't pick that stave.
So I'm getting some orange citrus. Lots of vanilla, lots of oak, some caramel, some butterscotch, and I'm getting roasted coffee.
Okay, so
maybe some plum.
So I misspelled citrus. So orange, citrus, oak, roasted coffee. What else did you say? Oh, vanilla, caramel,
butterscotch, some oak.
It's leggy.
Yep, it's nice.
It looks it looks thinner, but maybe it's just because that I've had it sitting here on the shelf here, or on the barrel for a while here. I haven't had a chance to kind of do this, but I would say I would agree with what you said here, because the butterscotch does come through. I might even say vanilla bean, caramel, coffee. You said coffee. What'd you say about coffee?
Right on the nose. Roasted coffee bean.
Well, see, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Roasted. Let's get it on the palate.
Let's do this.
To you, Maker's Mark. That's 110.9 proof. Get out of here.
That's nice.
There it is. It's on the tongue. What a... Wow. That's... Okay.
Vanilla custard, more oak, some caramel.
Wow. Okay. So I see these
and
bottles.
A lot more orange.
I see these
bottles.
A lot
more orange citrus.
These private selection bottles. Like, I see these. I never really knew what they were. I didn't know that they were barrel picks, store picks, whatever. I didn't know that. Now I do. I mean, that's part of why we're doing this podcast, to learn and to grow and to help spread that information around, spread the burn, spread the information.
I think I'm gonna give this a good score.
Yeah. I mean, so far both are north of 4 for me on nose and palate. But yeah. So going back to the palate here, flavors. Butterscotch, I think, took off.
Man.
So did caramel. I got to get back into it here. Caramel and vanilla. It's weird with that many different variants of oak. I'm surprised it's a light oak. I didn't get a Kentucky hug as far as the finish goes. Did you?
There's definitely a little bit of a warming going on.
Yes, it's warm, but it's not like
yeah.
Okay. Lots of really really tasty baking spices.
Yeah.
The nutmeg and the cinnamon and the caramel and vanilla carry through all the way.
Dude, that's solid. Faith has been telling me that we have been sleeping on Maker's Mark, and I've been like, have we really?
You know,
maybe. I think we have been.
Right off the bat,
I think we have been. And honestly, we were there. We didn't have a whole lot of time, but we got to walk the grounds. We got to see all the cool ass artwork they had.
The grounds are second to none.
The rick houses, they're black, trimmed in red.
Yes.
We didn't get a chance to do a tour, but they've got all the stained glass in there.
Yeah, we got to go back.
They got the cows. They got the painted cows everywhere.
Yeah.
But then we went down to the gift shop and we saw all the people in line dipping their own bottles.
And the emphasis on local art.
We should have dipped our own bottle. We totally should have dipped our own bottle.
I would have given it the old super dunk. Like you're not supposed to, but I mean, you're going to tell this long hair what to do? Fuck out of here. We absolutely should have, but we didn't.
We have to. I want to go back.
Yes.
I want to do the tour. I want to spend more time there. Not when we've got 15 different things that we're trying to accomplish in one day.
Yeah.
Just because the drive out there was crazy. Yeah. Maker's Market is in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing close by it. Yeah. All of our other distillery tours were an hour plus away from there, coming and going.
There was a location. There's only one reason you're going to be in that neck of the woods.
Man, what a cool distillery.
Yeah.
Great grounds.
Yeah.
Everything was beautiful. You walk in, you park, and when you first walk up to your first impression and your very first experience with Maker's Mark is you walk into a high-end art gallery.
It really was. It was an art gallery.
You have pieces of art and blown glass in cases and all that. And then when you round the corner, they have their bar that greets you with a huge glass sculptured wall behind there.
You go in the front doors, front lobby, art gallery, like he said. He said you go around the corner. Before you get there, there's a little hallway or whatever. They have a distillery cat.
They do.
I mean, it is there, right? Yep. He was asleep. There's a little
sleeping on its own laptop.
I thought it was a statue. It was a living animal, so I didn't know. But anyway, so like as he was saying, further that you keep going around the corner. There's that the full bar, more bottles and glass and art everywhere. Local artists. And
I don't know about you,
showcased everywhere.
But we got to the bar area and we were at the kind of the back of that building, and the windows kind of were overlooking some of the property.
Yeah.
But the first thought that ran through my mind is, really, this is it? Oh, okay. Where's the gift shop? Where's all the things and all that? Because we had the bar. There's this gallery. Again, super cool. I was super impressed, but I'm just like, am I missing something? But then I noticed, the back patio sits on top of the hill, and as you look down, the sidewalks kind of wind down this hill, and then there's a covered bridge that goes over this little creek area, and then there's a giant, almost cathedral-like rick house that's it's beautifully black, and every window and every door is trimmed in the bright red of the wax,
the shutters and doors,
and then I see these painted cows out on the lawns, and then there's these other rick houses that kind of surround the whole area.
There's a theme for
It's a long walk to actually get to the gift shop, where the merch is, where you can dip your own bottle. And apparently, if you do the tour, part of the tour is you can, dump your own barrel and get a pour of the 46 right from the barrel.
Oh, wow.
Faith and Tim did that for their anniversary last year.
Wow.
And then you actually can bottle your own straight from the barrel and then wax dip your own.
Will it be that barrel? I mean,
yes.
It'll be that barrel. Wow.
You get it filled.
This is a barrel from your tour?
So you can show up and go straight to the gift shop and then just dip your wax in one of their already bottled things. But the tours that are available, you can actually taste and then bottle your own from the barrel and then wax dip your own. That's what we have to do the next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, would you like to see that? I'd like to see that for sure.
Maybe that should be an episode.
Absolutely. Yeah. Distillery tour, Maker's Mark. And, anybody and everybody can find the Maker's Mark story and legacy and this, that, and the other thing. All things Maker's Mark online, whatever. But you're not going to find it Savor the Burn style unless we do it. Yeah. So we have to go. We have to do our thing. We have to let people know.
This is absolutely delicious.
It is. Like
What did you give this on the nose?
I'm not done with my rating, but on the nose, immediately right off the top, 4.25. Easy. How about you?
Girl. Right there. I mean, yeah, it's incredible. This
Super easy drinking.
This is 110.9 proof, and it is so ridiculously smooth. We've had 90 proofs that have had more of a Kentucky hug slash bite than this does.
Absolutely.
It's just nice and easy drinking. But because of the proof, I bet it would still sing in a cocktail.
I bet it would too. I pump the brakes when it comes to limited edition bottles like this. Like, there's only so many of these.
Yep. Well,
I mean, how much in
this
the
is
moment
number
do you wanna
207
live?
of 246. So
There's only 246 bottles.
to me, there wasn't very many left. We're at the end of the run.
Yeah, so it's gone. Like, there's not going to be any more bottles.
But like you said, you see this label all the time, and
I do.
not understanding and not knowing what private selection means, because
I had
every
no idea.
distillery it means something different.
Until you talked about it, until you told me, I had no idea.
But then digging into it and realize that not only means a store pick, that means that program, the store got to say, I want X number of this kind of stave, I want one of this stave, I want this stave, and you custom build what ends up being your flavor profile based off of those finishing stave selections.
Yeah, and I would not have known that. Even
how freaking cool.
Picking up this bottle and seeing that information that you were talking about, stave profile. Mm-hmm. The fuck does that mean? And then you go in here, toasted French spice and roasted and Maker's 46 and the baked American number 2, and then it'll have a number associated with it. I don't even know what that means, because it's information out of context, and unfortunately that's a lot of the world that we live in here as far as social media, news media. I'm not getting on a soapbox here, but I like to have my information with context.
The citrus and the vanilla, as usual, opens up.
I'm only doing one drop because I've got maybe half ounce here. Give that a little bit of an SJ swirl job, they say.
Dude.
I feel like some of the oak and the char popped on the nose.
I'm not chugging it, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, you're going to savor that.
Right?
Wow. I mean, it was incredible to begin with. This is, wow. That's, wow. Nose, 425. Palate, butterscotch, explosion. There was caramel and vanilla. There was a light oak. And for me, I felt a lot of that. Those little purple clover flowers?
Yeah.
If you were a kid, a little fat boy like me, you'd pick them and you'd eat them.
Oh, okay.
You bite the heads off, right? And it'd be sweet, floral, maybe a little bit of a bitter tanginess to it.
I don't think I've ever done that.
That's fine. Not everybody's going to do it. I don't suggest it because, you never know what's been by and maybe left its own personal effect on that lawn, on those flowers. I haven't. Smells like bear sour ass. So I mean, you never know. Anyway, so I haven't done it since I was a kid. I don't suggest doing it now. But anyway, so clover flower, I think for me showed up on the palate. It's a very specific thing. Not everybody knows about it. It brought me right back to childhood. For whatever reason, sometimes whiskey does that. But I gave it, on the palate, I gave it a 4.5. I was wowed and beyond. These flavors took off. It was incredible.
You're going to make me say it again, aren't you?
I don't know. What are you going to say?
Girl.
Okay.
Same.
So I thought maybe you were going to bring up something about Jim Beam.
There we go.
Yep, somebody had to say it. Finish. The finish was warm. Those baking spices came out nice and strong with the cinnamon and the nutmeg. The caramel showed back up, and vanilla. The vanilla is a soft, rounded kind of vanilla, maybe vanilla bean experience. And the butterscotch is there. And I kept mine locked in at 4.5. How about you?
I think you've been copying off me or something.
I can't even see your notes. I see them over there, but I can't read them, I think middle age does that to you. Yeah?
We're in step. We're in step.
All right. Very cool. One thing we have talked very, very little about is bottle presentation.
We may vary here, though.
Bottle presentation, maybe I should have maybe I should have scored this higher. You've got two, your regular government issued, everybody needs to have this kind of information on their label, right? That's on the bag. But here, I mean, you've got the stave information of what went into that barrel. You have the information of what each stave means, what to expect when you put that stave in that barrel.
You have
an extra label here. What is that extra little one?
You have a separate little label that's telling you the bottle number 207 of 246.
Okay, very cool. And then, I mean, right off the top, I'm sure, just glancing, side-eyeing this bottle, you can tell it's Maker's Mark because of that signature trademarked red wax
100%.
dip, right? You can tell what that was. And I don't know what color the topper is on the OG,
they're all red.
Maker's Mark. Are they all red?
They're all red.
It's a red plastic topper?
They're all red.
Okay. I don't know if they're all natural cork.
That I do not know.
It could be.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
I think we'll be finding out.
Yeah. In the future, I think when we go distillery tour, we're going to dive into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I would like to know. But this bottle here, it's not the same. I'm going to grab this.
Yeah.
This Maker's 46 cask strength here.
Look at the wax job on that one.
Yeah, that's a hardcore dip. I mean, that's a shoulder dip. This is the bottle shape indicative of any and all Maker's Mark bottles that you're going to find out there.
Yes.
This one clearly is
private
different.
Selection.
It's taller.
It's slightly different.
It's a taller taper.
So,
it's still fairly heavy. This one is heavy bottom. It's a little bit slanted.
So all of their special release, their cellar aged. Actually, now that I say that, I think the cellar aged offerings are a little bit more. It's the taller version, but it's a little bit more round. But all the private selections like this, their cask strength regular version is also the taller like this.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, they carry through with their Maker's
the little medallion, the little
embossment here
embossment.
on the medallion embossment there on the glass,
which kind of mimics the wax seal.
Yeah. Basically, what we're looking at here is the classic Maker's bottle, just taller, and a little thinner.
Yep.
It's rounded shoulders, it's tapered. You have more of a heavy bottom. It's probably meant to be more uniform. This one here, it's a little more.
Yep.
But on the OG, there is no tapered. There's no heavy bottom on that. It's just
There's
the regular.
Not, actually.
I mean,
wow.
It's like, got that little kind of bumpity, kind of square bottom to it. But there's no heavy bottom on that one. But that's the OG.
We should get into that one.
Yeah, we absolutely should. So stay tuned on that one. We got into the cask strength last year before, probably early on, so first year.
Yep.
And I would like to get back into that one, and we're going to because we have the bottle. So that would that have been 2024?
That is a 2024 bottle. So
that one is.
So our previous
so
one would have been a 2023 or a 2022.
Yeah. We'll have to look that up just to be double. We'll have to double triple check. You can't double triple stamp a double stamp, but we can double check. Anyway, back to this bottle.
What'd you give this on the presentation?
On the presentation, I gave it a 4.5. I could have gone higher. I mean, we've got 3 labels on here. If you count this little strip here,
Makers
you got a wax
Makers
dip.
is so iconic.
It is.
On that alone, it probably deserves a little extra because they have done such a great job with their branding.
Like them, love them, or hate them.
You see it, you know immediately before. You don't have to look at any labels or anything. You know, red wax.
Yeah.
Makers.
Yeah.
And specifically, the drip is part of their branding.
Yeah.
It's part of their trademark.
Who knew?
That said, I gave it 4.25.
4.25?
Because I'm trying to dial things back just a little bit. There's a lot of great information. I love everything about this. There's
information I didn't understand until you got into it a little bit. And you didn't have to get into the weeds on this information to decipher the code. It's the information's right there.
Yep.
All it takes is just a little bit of due diligence to find that information. But did we talk about MSRP on this? Like, what can we expect when it comes to a private selection barrel pick?
Yeah.
Like, ballpark it.
I think it was like $60.
What? $60?
Yeah.
For your own, well, not for your own barrel pick, but for a barrel pick.
For a barrel pick.
Out in the wild.
Yep.
maybe your favorite liquor store has this, maybe they don't, maybe another liquor store does, and so you end up going there and trying it. Yeah, all right, that's cool. That's cool. And when it comes to the stave selection thing, guys,
that's so super unique, and
that's what makes it unique.
It makes it a great experience.
Yeah,
a unique experience.
And how many different variations did you say there could be? Did you have the math on that one here? I think you said the number.
I copied and pasted off of their website.
Okay,
but according to them, with that type of a combination, it lends itself to over 1,001 different possible combinations.
Wow, dude, 1,000, over 1,001.
Yep.
So it's probably 1,002. They just didn't want to say 1,001. Okay.
Which means that one, you take nature and the weather and all the elements.
Yeah.
And the variations on the wood itself and where it's placed in the rick house. All of those things are going to give every barrel a different, unique expression.
Yeah.
You then take that combination of staves that you're selecting to put in there. You've just way more than 1,001 variants of what this potentially is going to be.
Right. So, yeah, because you could have chosen.
Yeah, there's not going to be another barrel
this combination
that has
of variants.
This flavor profile.
It's impossible because we've talked about this stave coming from that tree that grew in this region next to this river. This one here was deeper in the forest, and it got less sunlight, but it definitely got a lot more water. This one here, you just, come on, you can't, right? And that goes all the way around the barrel, and then you have the top, and then you have the bottom, and then you have the bung itself, whether it's here or on the side. You just can't. There has to be a variation in the barrels. Yep. That's why most of these things are blended and then proofed down and ballparked.
And this isn't
a very tight ballpark.
This is bottle cast strength.
Wow. Right? So just to, try to wrap this long story into a shorter, more tight-knit bow, two people could have this specific combination of staves in their personal barrel, 2 barrels, and they absolutely will have 2 different distinct flavor and tasting profiles. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's so much to explore with bourbon and whiskey and aging. It's just, and we didn't even talk the aging. We didn't even talk about the age, like how long it sat in that damn barrel. We didn't talk about that.
And there is no age statement, so I think it's.
It could be 6 years. It could be 5 and a half.
I think it's a 4 to 7, 5 to 7. It is somewhere in there.
That's a fair range. 4 to 7. That's a fair range.
That's become a pretty standard range on a lot of things that end up with no age statement.
Yeah, and if you pick up the OG, the regular base level single, like the not to overdo it, but Jim Beam white label bottle of Maker's Mark, you're looking at least 2 years because that's the bare minimum for bourbon. But
no,
I thought it was 2 years.
There's no bare minimum.
There's no bare minimum?
No. We've talked about this over and over and over again. There's no bare minimum.
I really thought that it had to be at least 2 years.
If it's a straight bourbon, 2 years is the minimum.
That's where I got confused.
But to be a bourbon, no, there's no minimum.
Okay, see, that's where I got confused.
However,
light bulb.
However, if it's less than 2 years, you have to put an age statement on there. There's the Balcones Rye, for instance, before they went to bottled and bond, that initial Texas Rye was a 1 year age statement. They have to put a 1 age statement on there because it's less than 2 years. But
that was a 1 year?
Yes, sir. But no.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, and I'm sorry to correct you.
No, please do correct me because
Bourbon.
I don't want to spread false information.
Bourbon by itself does not have an age requirement.
Okay, it just has to be aged.
If you call it a straight bourbon, it has to be minimum 2 years. If it's bottled and bond, it has to be a minimum 4 years.
Yes.
Outside of that, there are no age restrictions for that. The more you know.
Yeah, that's a distinction that I didn't have locked in my noggin. So hopefully from this episode forward, I will have that locked in my noggin. So
we're gonna get it in there one of these days.
Do you have any final thoughts on this one here?
Man,
I mean,
I am gonna
I don't know where you start.
I'm gonna enjoy every drop of this bottle. This is absolutely delicious.
It really is.
This is fantastic.
It really is. I mean,
and if there are additional higher, more premium bottles than this, because I know there are. Faith chime in with a comment because she was just here in town for her birthday.
Yeah.
Not that long ago, and while here, she found I don't know if it was here in Kansas City or if it was somewhere between here and there. There being where they live in Knoxville, but they picked up one of the I'm blanking on what they're called. It's the Founder's Heart or Heart's something line. It's the notch up.
We haven't
the higher end. We haven't gotten there yet.
We haven't gotten there yet. So
We're going to.
Yes. Yeah.
But
one way or another, we're definitely getting into that.
But yeah.
And you said MSRP on this ballpark at 55?
55-ish.
55-ish.
Yeah, 55, 60.
Wow. Guys, I mean, if you're not a believer in Maker's Mark, if you think they're just hot garbage, if you don't like them at all, like if you've already
get it. We totally get it.
I 100% understand.
Yep.
I have to implore you to try anything else that they have besides that base offering thing. We did that. I did that just because it's for the podcast. Let's see what fine. Let's see what they can do. They think they can do better. Whatever. Let's try it. And come to find out, I was like, that was good. Yep. What else can they do? And then we tried it. That was really good. Okay, what else can they do? This, great.
Yep.
It keeps getting better. So, I mean, all that to say, this barrel picks, they're hit or miss by nature. They kind of have to be, as all single barrels can be. But this one here, for us, turned out to be great. I mean, it was absolutely great.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't have your final score. What was your final score?
Ended up being 8 3/4.
8 3/4? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mine was 8 7/8, 8.875.
Nice.
So now you have it. If you don't know how we do our ratings, watch another episode because we're out of time for today. So no matter who you are, where you are, what you're drinking, who you're drinking it with, never forget, keep on burning.